Hey everybody, I'm the math tutor, and today we're going to learn about the basic rules of algebra. For each of the following rules, let A, B, and C be real numbers, variables, or algebraic expressions. We use the basic rules of algebra as our tools when we are solving equations or simplifying. The first basic rule is the commutative property of addition. The commutative property of addition says that A plus B equals B plus A. Or essentially, we're just reversing the numbers. In our example, 3x plus 5 equals 5 plus 3x. If we plugged in, we're going to use the number 1 for most of our examples. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 5 is 8. On the other side, we have 5 plus 3 times 1, which is also 3, plus 5 is 8. The commutative property of multiplication is similar to the commutative property of addition, only instead of adding, we're multiplying. A times B equals B times A. Our example says that 5 minus x times 4 equals 4 times 5 minus x. When we plug in 1 for x, 5 minus 1 is 4, times 4 is 16. It's the same as 4 times 5 minus 1, so 4 times 4, 16. The associative property of addition says that the quantity A plus B plus C is the same as A plus the quantity B plus C. So our example has 4 plus y plus 8 equals 4 plus y plus 8. When we plug in 1, 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 8 is 13, is the same as 1 plus 8, which is 9, and you add 4 to it, we also have 13, showing that both sides of the equal sign are the same. The associative property of multiplication says that the quantity AB, or A times B, times C equals A times the quantity B times C. Our example says that 4x times y equals 4 times xy. If we plugged in 1 and 2 for x and y, respectively, 4 times 1 is 4, times 2 is 8, and then on the other side, we do 1 times 2 for x and y, we have 2 times 4, which is also 8. The distributive property says that if you multiply a number, a, times a quantity, b plus c, it equals ab plus ac. You can see by the arrows, a is being multiplied by b, and a is also being multiplied by c. So in our example, I show similarly for the arrows, 7 times the quantity x plus 9. We have 7 times x, which is 7x, and 7 times 9, which when we continue is 63. So the answer would be 7x plus 63, showing equivalency. The next 4 properties should seem fairly familiar. The additive identity property says that a plus 0 equals a, or any number plus 0 is itself. So 2t plus 0 is just 2t. Similarly with the multiplicative identity property, a times 1 equals a, or any number times 1 is itself. So in our example, we have 23 times 1 equals 23. The additive inverse property says that if you take a number a and you add it to its inverse, or in this case, it's negative, you get 0. So in our example, we have 9 plus negative 9, it's negative, equals 0. And finally, we have the multiplicative inverse property, which says that a times 1 over a equals 1, or a number times 1 over that same number will give you 1. So in our example, we have 7 times 1 over 7, which is just 1. So these are the basic rules of algebra, and we know that we can use them as our tools when solving different algebraic equations or simplifying algebraic equations. And they're all useful, and we can find them everywhere when we do algebra. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you found it to be informative and educational. And please comment below and give me any sort of suggestions or criticisms. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.